So nice.
So you guys are the first to see this, because it just got finished on Monday, which was yesterday.
Yes.
Oh,
Is there a difference between MFDA and MFDA2? We'll try
I'm
to
wondering.
That one doesn't have... Okay, let's try.
It doesn't look right.
It kind of doesn't, does it?
And something that this needs is annotations. Before we forget.
I haven't forgot. It's been in the back of my head the whole time.
No, but before we forget exactly how to use it.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Does it work? Or does it blow up? What's our gut? No, it's working. I think. Usually MFDA runs really fast. It's kind of weird. It's freaking out, dude.
So here we have the famous Cameron getting
Infamous.
so getting set. Do you want to just go through one just so we show everybody what we're going to be doing?
Yeah, sure. So,
That way you can have a bit of a practice at the same time.
it's kind of just a little bit of
Yep.
a time.
That's the way I say, just nice and steady. Now that'll do as an experiment. I just want to, then I'll have to come behind you and help you out now.
You got the after shot of me just sweating over here.
That was good.
Wow.
Whoa, that's pretty interesting.
Well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's X?
Mm-hmm. Yep, sure is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Significantly different, isn't it?
Oh yeah, obviously. Obviously different.
Now it looked like I was a lot quicker. Well, I mean, I'm a lot quicker on my down. And
Oh, here? Well, yeah, but okay, so here's the, oh, right here? Yeah.
no, that first one.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, because that's the in between. That's the one.
Yeah, you're definitely quicker. I mean, you look at the span that's taking versus here, right? So there's obvious difference there. But what's way more interesting to me is like, look how smooth this is for you, like going down. It's just like, it's like a ski slope, almost, you know? Versus here,
Yep.
like we saw some of this with Ken's, where like it was a couple stair steps, and then we
Right.
got into that really noisy region.
Right.
Well, not really noisy, just that high frequency region where you were just kind of bouncing. But here with Cameron, I mean, if we look at, let's see, so what do we got there? It's like zoom in a little bit so I can see. Yeah, so like 1500 to say, 3500. That's a whole different ball game right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that looks pretty noisy.
Right.
That looks pretty fractally, actually. Mm-hmm.
And even even much more so on that
Oh,
side.
here?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's so dense.
I mean, it's very dense, number one. And number two, there's a plateau here, right? And so, like, this is, I mean, you were coming up, and that means when this was happening, you pretty much stop accelerating appreciably in a consistent way.
Right.
It was just constantly shifting back and forth, you know what I mean?
I think if you if I remember right, I think if you were to plot the y-axis along with that, I think you'd see a lot of noise
definitely.
right there because I remember shaking pretty
Okay.
violently.
Well, let's do that then.
Let me get the hold.
Oh, very good. Thank you. And, oh, why?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What did you feel about the abdominal?
You know, I don't know.
You weren't. Yep. No, that's
I
good.
wasn't aware of
No,
it.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, to be honest, I wasn't really.
Well, that's interesting because we'll take a look at it here in a second.
You were, yeah.
The fact that you didn't pay attention to it, really.
That's right. That's even more important.
I do think that this is kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though, I mean, it's fairly kind of flat, but then as you were coming down, I mean, if I'm looking at that correctly, there was a pretty good tug in one direction or something. Is that?
Well, so as I was coming up, as Ken was telling me, as I come up, you know, you want your elbows to come into your side. And so I think that's what that is doing.
Okay, but then this is the decline.
Right.
When they
And I'm
should have been
going
flaring out, right? Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, good. Even still, these are some pretty neat little patterns in here.
You know, also too, look at you just like you remember Ken's when
Like, this is really cool.
you could see both. I mean, on the X and the Y,
Mm-hmm.
the peak of when he reached the apex of the pull up, and then started his descent. You've kind of got that little notch there, but also it kind of
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
notches up right there, like almost in sync. You know?
That one is actually kind of weird. The little spike there at the top.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at your right arm, huh?
So, yeah, 5 and 6.
Okay. Regular, I think? 5 and 6, right?
5 and 6 would be, yeah, would be my X and Y.
Yeah.
Just doesn't look right.
Well, we don't know what it's
Mm,
supposed
that's
to look
right,
like.
that's right, yeah.
There's no supposed to here. I mean, like,
So this is the Y?
this is the
should be
the
X.
X, right, okay.
Yeah. So X and then Y.
So this is the right arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, completely different to the left arm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, wholly different. I
Oh,
mean, look
that's
at
right,
this.
yeah.
But that actually, it doesn't even make sense to me. Actually, it's looking that way.
Yeah, that's why I don't even imagine. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Because that can't be. I mean, that. No, you're right, Cameron. The numbers don't make sense. Why is
If that's me standing up, it's going down at the very end.
Yeah. But if you look at the range, why would that be so high?
X, Y, Z.
Oh, wait. Oh. Well, that doesn't make sense. Okay. Well, no, it does. It does. Okay. It does. It makes sense. The problem is we don't have them standardized. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. I mean, this is
Yeah.
your right arm. It's going to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
increasingly high as you go across.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So I just want to look at one of these by itself because. Here we go. So that's 5 by itself. In X. So there's the way up. So instead, let's plot the other arm against this one. Right? Left arm, right arm.
Okay.
Because that could be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold. And that's going to be probably that top one right there, right? 2, yeah. Oops.
You going right below?
There we go.
Wow.
How about that?
Not too bad.
I mean, there's definitely some differences, but obviously they're
He's a well-balanced chap, this.
Yes. I mean, those are close.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. That's
But,
kind of plateau.
okay,
right
so
there.
let's
That's
zoom in a
really
little bit.
characteristic.
I'm gonna blow this rascal up here. Now, there. I mean, in the gross portions of it, like the big movements, like here. I mean, if we're following that kind of trend, there's definitely some similarity there. Where the big trend here and the little jumps and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So he's definitely it's pretty symmetrical. But the cool thing is, like right here,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
They're amplified in one direction versus the other. You know, they're amplified
Yeah.
on that one arm versus the other.
Yeah.
From where I was standing, it appeared that there was more happening in the left arm than the right
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah, and that's what the data are telling us
Yeah.
too. So,
Yeah, no, I felt the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
oh, you did too?
I
Cameron?
felt.
That was your
Yeah, I
experience?
felt my
Okay.
left arm was.
Yeah, because I mean, look at here. I mean, this looks way more turbulent than here.
Right.
You know, it's okay.
Yeah, and also like. just, like,
Oh yeah,
slowing
this
down
one
too.
definitely. It's represented here. I mean, you can still see the same little. It's just not as pronounced. And then like this little bump, and this one, like those are there. And here to here. This is actually pretty similar through here. This one you get a strong peak. You don't get it so much here. This one is more plateaued.